What's up, YouTube? Tim Moose here. Now, here's my opening slash streaming segment where I talk about the films that are coming out this week, whether they be a theater, streaming, etc. All right. Now, the big one we have out this week is, of course, Wonka. The story of how Willy Wonka went from a young adult selling chocolate um, in a small shop to a eccentric genius known all over the world as Willy Wonka. And the trailers for this has looked really terrific. You got Timothy Chalamet, who's amazing. You got Hugh Grant playing Oompa Loompa. That's something I never knew I needed. It's from the same director, Paddington. It has that going for it. So I cannot wait to check this one out. It looks magnificent. So I'm hoping it's this one. All right. Also out this week, we got Chicken Run. Now, actually, out on Netflix, I should say. We got Chicken Run, Dawn of the Nugget, the follow-up to 2000's Chicken Run. After successfully escaping from Tweety's farm in a daring and risky manner, Ginger has discovered her ideal place, an idyllic island bird sanctuary, where the entire flock can live in harmony without any risk from humans. With the arrival of Ginger and Rocky's new daughter, Molly, it appears that Ginger's fairy tale ending has finally come to true. However, the entire chicken population is now confronted with the menacing and a new danger on the mainland, led by a familiar foe. Now, of course, we do got some voice talents like Henry Newman, Zachary Levi's in this, and the trailer for this has looked really good. The first Chicken Run is really intriguing. So I'm definitely looking forward to check out season one. And Armin has made some really decent stuff. I mean, I was not a fan of Early Man, but of course we got Chicken Run, Wallace and Gromit, which I believe a sequels for that's coming next year. I think I'm not sure if it's next year or the following. But they also got some other cool stuff too. So it's always nice to see when when Armin makes some interesting stuff here. And this does look intriguing. So hopefully it's a decent follow up sequel. All right. Also on Netflix, we got this documentary called Face to Face with ETA: Conversation with a Terrorist. Wow. Which is an exclusive interview with one of the key figures in the ETA organization, Jasu Aruk Tikto. I cannot pronounce that. Also known as Hozu Tirana. The documentary looks at the terrorist group and some of its significant moments upon its delusion in 2018, almost 50 years after an attack. This conversation helps provide answers to one of the terrorist groups of victims. I don't know. It could be interesting. Probably not something I'm more that interested in, or I'll probably watch because this does look pretty. Yeah, it looks. Sounds like it's going to be something very intense there. It could be interesting, I guess. But all right. Also out on Apple, we got The Family Plan, starring Mark Wahlberg, Michelle Monaghan, Maggie Q, Ciarán Hinds. This is also directed by Simon Callan Jones, who's also directing the upcoming Mark Wahlberg film After the King, which looks interesting. Now, here's what the film's about. Dan Morgan is a seemingly normal family man, but was once the deadliest assassin in the world. When his past finally catches up with him, Dan takes Maris on a road trip to Las Vegas so he can confront the man who wants him dead, all while trying to keep his old life a secret from his wife and children. And the trailer for this looks pretty fun. Always nice to see Mark Wahlberg getting into the family business there, whether it's in like Daddy's Home or It's the Family. That's a pretty good one. So I think this could be interesting to check out. So it could be good. All right. Also, out on Paramount Plus, we got Finest Kind. Two estranged brothers hatch a deal with a Boston crime syndicate, which spells danger for the brothers and their father, as well as a mysterious young woman. It features the likes of Ben Foster, Toby Wallace, Jen Ortega, Tommy Lee Jones, Clyde Crawford, and the trailer for this has looked really decent. It's from the same director of the Chadwick Boseman, Jack Robinson movie 42, who I believe he also worked on LA Confidential, if I'm not mistaken. You got Ben Foster, who I think is one of the most underappreciated actors there is. Jen Ortega, who's pretty much hot right now. So I think this could be interesting to check out. So It'd be cool. All right. Also out this week, we got American Fiction, starring Jeffrey Wright, Tracy Ellis Ross, Adam Brody, Sterling K. Brown, Leslie Uggams, Keith David. It's where Monk is a frustrated novelist who's fed up with the establishment that profits the black entertainment that rails on tired and offensive tropes. To prove his point, he uses a pen name to write down outlandish black books of his own, a book that propels him to the hard hypocrisy and the madness he claims to disdain. And the trailer for this has looked really interesting here. It's getting lots of Oscar buzz. Um, been getting lots of nominations around like Golden Globes, most just recent the Critics' Choice Awards. I'm glad to see Jeffrey Wright finally getting the recognition he deserves because I've always thought Jeffrey Wright was terrific. So I think this looks like it could be something really interesting to check out. All right. We also got a movie called Control, which I don't even remember if that's actually still coming or not. But it's about British home security Stella Simons drives home one night while engaging in an affair with a prime minister. A mysterious man remotely hijacks her self-driving car, forcing her on a rampage through London. Definitely has a little bit of like a Lock vibe. Remember the Tom Hardy movie Lock? Almost recent that Liam Neeson movie Retribution. Now I think there's a reason why this has not been talked about much. One of the persons who's in this film is Kevin Spacey. And yeah, I'm with the whole Kevin Spacey situation. It makes sense why they're not trying to. He's barely in the film. I think he's actually just doing a voice or something like that. So yeah, I mean, we're never like. Listen, bro, we're never gonna see Kevin Spacey do another film like American Beauty, Suspects again. If he goes back to acting, these are pretty much the type of films he'll most likely be doing. Are these low budget films that we probably never even heard of or anything like that? So it is what it is, I guess. All right, now we also got something coming to VOD called Chick Flick. Upon discovering her fiance cheated, Claire, a witty-driven fashion columnist, jilts her husband to be at the altar. In the weeks that follows, she loses her job and hits rock bottom. With nothing to lose, Claire turns to online dating and and social media to launch her revelatory dating streak. When her dating explodes go viral, things begin to take a toll. But when she runs into her first love, Kyle, played by Sam Page, will he ignite the fire on or put out the flame? And I saw the preview for this, and it looks just like a like Hallmark meets BBC. Really, it doesn't look all that good. All right, we also got a movie called Zero Hour. Following the death of her new husband, upon returning to work and working an overnight shift in a high-rise building, a young woman quickly realizes that she is being stalked and haunted by those responsible for his death. And the trailer for this looks interesting, so that could be cool. We also got a movie called Angel Baby. A loving wife and her husband move away to a remote cabin to heal from the devastating loss of their stillborn twins. Soon she senses an evil presence and is pushed to the edge when dark secrets begin to unravel. It features the likes of Isabel Kurava, Rebecca De Mornay, and Dano Roebuck. And the trailer for this does look pretty creepy. I mean, Rebecca De Mornay, she doesn't really do as much as she used to. Like, remember she was in Risky Business with Tom Cruise. She was also in The Hand That Walks with Fredo. I think one of the other things she appeared in not so, like a couple years back was when she played Finch's mom, who ended up going with Stifler in American Reunion, which I thought was that was a fun cameo. I did not even expect she was going to be in that, but yeah, I don't know, this is going to be interesting to check out though. All right, also out we got a movie called Ruthless, which follows a high school coach who takes matters into his own hands by going after the man who kidnaps a female student for their human trafficking operation. Now, this actually stars Dermot Mulroney, which always cool to see like actors like above age actually going to great lengths, doing action roles. Because obviously he's definitely taking the Liam Neeson route approaches. I saw the preview; definitely has a bit of a Liam Neeson feel there. I've always liked Dermot Mulroney too. He's also in that new Sydney Sweeney movie coming out next week as well. Of course, he was just in the recent Scream. I think Dermot Mulroney is always amazing. So I think I don't know, this could be interesting to check out. Looks pretty fun, so could be good. Oh, also, just to let you know, while it's coming to Netflix next week, just to let you know, if you're into like an LA theater or New York, could be a good chance you might actually be able to watch Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon because it is actually playing in limits like some limited theatrical release this week, and it'll premiere on Netflix the following. So just it's playing in New York, LA, some other areas. So if you guys are interested in that too. All right. Now some of the TV stuff out this week on Netflix. We've got Chris Rock and Kevin Hart headlines only, which is pretty much like a comedy documentary about their tour. I believe this is actually where they performed at Madison Square Garden last year, which I actually worked for Yonder for. So definitely, I'll probably watch this because I'm a little biased because I did work at that one. So I think that was the store where I also saw Dave Chappelle in person a little. So interesting. All right. Also got The Crown season 6, part 2, which is actually the final installment. Of course, this new season is supposed to be about like Princess Diana, and supposed to also be about Prince Harry, um, and Catherine. So I don't know. I'm not really much of a Crown guy, but if you're a fan of the Crown, good news, it is returning this week. All right, we also got Dragon: The Nine Realms season 8 come to Hulu, which I don't even watch. The Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, Ronnie Legacy coming to Peacock, which again I don't watch. We got Reacher season 2 come to Prime, with Alan Richardson, of course, coming. I actually thought the first season was pretty decent, so it could be interesting to check out the second. We also got, my bad if I'm mispronouncing this, Yu Yu Hakusho, which of course is based on the manga and anime. If you guys don't know much about the story, hint this. The story revolves around Yushuki Yoromeshi, a delinquent junior high school student who spends his days getting into fights. He dies after saving a child in a car accident and gets resurrected to serve as an investigator of the supernatural. That could be interesting to check out. Now, I'm not gonna pretend I've actually ever seen the anime, but I saw the preview for this, and this does look intriguing, and the sounding sounds cool. So I'll probably give this one a go. All right. Last but not least, on Netflix, we got this adult anime show called Carol and the End of the World. With the planet hurtling towards Earth, extinction is imminent for humans, while most feel liberated to pursue their wildest dreams. One quiet and uncomfortable woman stands alone, lost among the hesitantness messes. Now, this features the voice of Marta Kelly, who you might know from Baskets and Euphoria fame. She's really good. She's really hilarious. So I'm interested in seeing this. The trailers look pretty fun. Netflix has done great when it comes to their adult animation content, whether you talk about BoJack, Big Mouth, Efforts for Family is maybe their best one. So I think this could be interesting to check out. But that's pretty much it there. Let me leave you guys. Which of these films or series are you interested in? Are you interested in, I don't know, Wonka, Kevin Hart and Chris Rock headlines only, Chicken Run 2? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Jimmy Simon.